Hello everyone. So this is a sort of bonus video because I said I was going to do 2 every other day. And what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk a little bit about something that a genre within manga and anime, and we're going to talk about the various stereotypes in them. And the first thing we're going to talk about is tsunderes. Now, a tsundere character is someone who might be cold, temperamental, hot-headed, sometimes even violent, before showing a warmer, kinder, friendlier nature over time. The words generated from the terms tsun, or to turn away in disgust or anger, and dera, to become affectionate. This was originally found in Bushido games, which is now part of the kind of anime culture phenomenon. Some places call it otakomo, but it seems to be dependent on the source, of course, what it's called. The term was made popular. First of all, now a lot of people are going to point to Asuka in Evangelion, and it's actually a bit before then. It comes from the visual novel Kimi ga Nozum Ien. It's not a concept that's strictly limited to female characters. There are some male tsunderes out there, and it's not strictly limited to manga or anime. In Hitelia Axis Powers, Germany is portrayed as being a tsundere and is paired with Italy, who's a lovable loser. It's a very common practice to find these maid cafes, and there is a video out there about a person who went to a tsundere maid cafe and he absolutely hated it. Now, this is a weird thing where fantasy should never cross with reality. If you met a tsundere in real life, you'd probably wouldn't want anything to do with them because they drive you up the wall, because they would be so hostile to you, and yet want you to be affectionate to them, but show, it's a very weird thing. So, why am I talking about it, and why is it important in manga and anime? Well, you tend to find certain stereotypes in manga and anime, especially in light novels as well as Bushido and various rogue games, or point-and-click visual novels or stuff like that. So it's important to know that certain characters are going to have certain stereotypes. Now, there are a few voice actresses or seiyuu that tend to be linked with tsundere characters. Important one is the Rei Kugiyamiya, tends to be linked with them quite a lot. Some dub her the Queen of Tsundere actresses, or the Queen of Tsundere. She's played Taiga as Asiaka in Toradora. She's also played Kanzaki H. Aria in Hidan No Aria. She's done a few other roles, but those are the 2 that really, really stand out to me as perfect examples of tsundere characters that she's voiced. Now, a lot of other people will say Kurino Kosuka from the Orimio anime and the visual novels. Why Anya Taketetsu is great in other roles, and she's also a good voice actress here. I have an objection to Kurino that goes beyond the tsundere archetype, which is probably worthy of a separate video in itself, so we'll just go back to the main subject. So, this is one of those archetypes that tend to have a large fan base. Now, a lot of people don't like them because they seem very two-faced in their violence and almost physical. Well, a lot of them can be physically abusive to the male love interest or the female love interest. For example, there's a very famous one called Crawling with Love with Nyaruko. The male protagonist Mahiro Yasaka tends to be extremely violent to Nyaruko. Now, Nyaruko is voiced by the fantastic and a certain character in Shimoneta, which we'll come to another time. But there we go. We've had a little look about the Tsundere characters and the archetype. What do I think about them personally? I quite like them in some respects. They are really good, especially Nino in Toubun. I quite like Nino. He's a really great character, and especially Kanzaki H. Aria and Mio from the fantastic MM. Yeah. So there are lots and lots of great Tsundere characters, and I hope that some of the ones I've listed, I'll put the list of animes and mangas that I've said and the characters in the video description, so you can have a look at the various Tsundere characters that I mean. So that's the very first video on archetypes. Next time we're going to look at something slightly different. We're going to go into Yang Wire characters, and we're going to look at why they're different from Yandere characters. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know. Take care of yourselves, and bye.